Happy Friday, everybody. It's hashtag FAQ Friday live from my office in the Lake District. And this week's frequently asked question has actually come from myself. On Good Friday, I found out that my Facebook account had been hacked. A notification popped up looking very secure, looking just like Facebook had suspended my account for violation. I had no idea what it was talking about. So it did say that enter your details here to check if your access will be renewed. And what happened was then I couldn't get back in. Luckily, and this is what I want to highlight on the FAQ Friday this week, is luckily I had a two-factor authentication. If I hadn't, I would have lost my personal account and potentially the business accounts that was linked to it, my business account that was linked to it. However, I do have administrators on my business account, so they could have gone straight in and changed all the passwords, but you can imagine Good Friday, you're busy and things, you know, you wouldn't notice. So it was really luckily the two-factor authentication was kicked in, and it actually helped me to stop the access of the person in Indonesia who did it. But it got me thinking, how many times could we be under cyber attack? And I say cyber attack, but keeping you cyber safe. What does that look like? And the multi-factor authentication is so important. So implement that multi-factor authentication on all your accounts and makes it less likely to get hacked because they can't actually get through it. And update your software regularly. I know so many people who keep the computers open and just turn the screen off because they're working on something, and they don't actually close the computers down regularly to have the updating software. But updating software, your malware, your firewalls, etc., keep them updated all the time. And before you click, actually check. Think before you click. Is a really important thing to remember, but go and check the link before you click onto it. I stupidly didn't do that because it looks so real. It had mimicked Facebook. It was really clever. Also use strong passwords on every single area. Do not use the same password on a couple of accounts. And I know this, and yet I had similar passwords on a couple of my other accounts, personal accounts, so I changed them immediately. But it is quite interesting how if you do not use strong passwords, how quickly somebody can find out, and if you use the same passwords, how they can, you know, use AI, use all sorts of things to be able to get it. Obviously, you keep all your operating systems up to date, as we've mentioned. See if you can use any intrusion detection systems. See if there's any way, if you've got a techie on your team, make sure that you have something that detects any intrusion into your accounts, into your cyber, into your accounts, basically any of your accounts, and back up your data. I mean, the beauty is on websites you can actually go back depending on your server, but back up your data and really make sure that you only allow access to restricted information to certain personnel. Keep your passwords on a password protector. And don't share your passwords. If you're sharing passwords, make sure that you don't showcase what your passwords are. Don't put them on an email, don't put them on any areas like that. So see if you know of anybody in your network who is a security expert in this field. and get them on board. You know, it's so important to get a trusted professional, because you can imagine the amount of money that potentially you could lose, the amount of time and energy you could lose. And that's what I found on Good Friday was, not only was it quite worrying, and it ended up getting me suspended on Facebook personally. So I can't actually notify, I can't go and comment and like and share, etc., because I'm suspended for the time being. And it is quite annoying, but you've got to be making sure that you are all over this too. Not leave it until it happens. Actually, consistently keep up to date with everything. Keep cyber safe, and make sure that you're protected. And I think next week, all being well, we'll talk about how to what to do after a cyber attack, because it's so important. But I thought the top tips this week was, you know, get secure, get cyber safe, look after your details, and don't let anybody from the outside world hack you. It's one of the risk assessments that we perform here at AJ Lakes, your pestle analysis that we go through, you know, what could potentially knock you off kilt, what you can't focus on, what, you know, potentially what you can't control, but mitigate the risk. But make sure that you are doing whatever you can to control and mitigate the risk, so that you are protected against all cyber attacks. And if you're, you know, looking at GDPR, etc., you must have already registered with ICO. You must tell them that that's happened if you find that you could have a data breach. I am very blessed that I didn't have a data breach at all. They didn't even have time to get into my account, but you can imagine it wasn't nice. It only took a couple of minutes, and sadly, you know, well, I don't think it took a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds for that email to come through as I was just clicking on the link. So thankfully, I was able to revert it immediately and protect it. But that two-factor authentication was my saviour, and having administrators other than myself on my pages really helped and supported me. So really think about what you're doing, protect yourself. There is a lot of cybercrime out there at the moment, and I think next week, because I don't know how many people have said to me in the last week that they have been attacked as well. So we will go through, I think, what to do if you have had a cyber attack, and how to mitigate the risk, and how to ensure that you get back up on your feet pretty quick. So I hope that's helped. Happy Friday and a happy weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful time. And I'm just about moved in the AJ Lakes office now, the head office. We've just got lots of things to go up on the walls, and TV screen, etc., for the training academy, but the desks are in, the chairs are on the way, so it's all exciting stuff. So hopefully we'll see you very soon, and as always, I'm here to help and support you. Alison at ajlakes.com. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.